Hey, hi everyone. In this video, we will talk about how the traditional applications before the LLMs and large language models were behaving compared to when we build any application with agents, AI agentic applications basically with LLMs, how they are different. This video will be very useful to understand the traditional way of programming versus the new way of programming. Um, so let's see what you will learn from this video. Let me start with the traditional way of writing programs and writing software. In pre-LLM era, what used to be there, like we have code, we have algorithm, we do some high-level design first, what different types of microservices will be there, how they will be interacting with the databases, what are the caches, and how the load balancer will play, right, and all the different components. And those high-level designs actually still matters. Even in the age of LLMs, that knowledge is very helpful when you build a large-scale application. Now, when we come to the low-level design, and when we say the low-level design, it means building the class diagrams, building the different components, objects, how they are interacting, their behavior. So here, the most important part was how you were using design patterns. You might have heard Gangs of Four book. It's a like Bible for any programmer who want to code in a proper way, a proper designs. So there are around 20, 26 or 24 something, some designs are there under the different categories like builder pattern, singleton pattern, right, factory pattern, and some of these are very favorite for most of the programmers when they build the application, observer pattern. But yeah, but since LLM application has emerged, there is a new way of coding has started. You might have heard vibe coding, right? And also you might have heard in the backend, like we do some kind of coding with, there are different frameworks that has come, like Next.js. So it's a full stack framework. And similarly, when we build the kind of application which is agentic, that has a completely different way of writing. The concept of algorithm has changed there, and major changes are not because fundamental has shifted, it's just because there is a new paradigm that has emerged. Previously, in algorithmic way of programming, there would be a certain steps, and we decide we try to write the code, what is how to do the things. But in case of LLMs, we don't write that. LLMs decide how to do a job. Maybe you can decide some workflow for the LLM so that you can guide, but given the agentic approach is increasing, and LLMs are given more power in terms of tools, right, and the deep research agents, like which can think on their own and build the steps what they need to do, and then they will execute. And during the execution also, they can change the steps and modify them so that based on the current information during the execution time, if the new information has emerged, they can adapt to it. And this makes a very peculiar shift uh, in programming, because now the code is not deterministic. It can change based on the language. So this is a power also, and also some basically problems are emerging because of it. You might have heard LM applications are more good in the development POCs, but when we go for the deployment in prod, there are a number of challenges, and it takes time for people to build those applications properly, and so that it matches the production quality. It takes time. So it is because of non-deterministic nature of the LLMs. So it is in a power because it can do a lot of things. It's just like a brain, and you have a brain which can think at the runtime and change the steps, which were not possible before. There were state algorithm. You choose a algorithm. There were rule based programming kind of thing. But now, based on the context, as the things moving, it become more organic. It can go in any direction. So hallucinations, deterministic outputs, is very difficult in this case. But there are some ways where you can think of what are the best ways to build such a production-based application in using LLMs. Those things are evolving as an engineering practices. Just to name few, like grounding with RAG, um, creating the proper evals so that you know where you are moving, right? And the workflow creation during the LM, it's not just you give a problem. If you know the steps, guide the LM at different checkpoints, then it will try to align your path. Yeah, so there is a complete shift now. It's a good because so many new things capabilities has come to the LLMs, and now people are building so many cool application. And with the concept of vibe coding, many non-programmers are also allowed to create the application. They can kickstart their POCs very quickly, and then later on keep on building if their idea was validated in the market. So that's a quite a good shift that is happening, and learning become very easy. It's not very easy, but it become easy. At least you have the intelligence in your click of a button. Previously, during the internet came, it is considered as the information is just one click away. And now with LLMs, these agentic approach, we can build heavy deep research agents, which means your intelligence is just one click away. These are building blocks. So previously, if you think traditional programming is like you put one brick at a time and try to create a wall, and then from their houses and different room buildings, right? But in case of LLM, those bricks become larger bricks. Now you can put those large blocks, and you can build that wall very quickly, and then the whole house and the whole what we call building, right? So things become more quicker, but now the responsibility comes how to make those buildings stable, right? When we go in the prod, we have to think of different types of scenarios which can happen in LLM based application in natural languages when we are processing, which were difficult in case of traditional application because the input was very deterministic and output is also very deterministic. Um, yeah, so new way of agentic programming is changing the world, how the things are improving. And if you're building any agent, that will be very exciting as a programmer. Let me know what you're building. I'm happy to help you in whatever way I can. So in other videos, I will talk about maybe how to build these agentic applications, what is more important to take care of them, how to write evals. Let me know what you wanted to know. I'm happy to create a video on that. With this note, I'll take a bye. Thank you.